What's cracking, people? It's your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, today I wanted to explain a concept that was brought up over on the Patreon side. By the way, anybody who's interested in that advanced seductive education, head over to that link that I'll drop below and go ahead and get started with that. But anyway, one of my Patreon members and I were having a brief dialogue regarding the select men's P appointment rosters or pussy appointment rosters, which is the other side of the YouTube video that I posted over here about her D appointment. And basically the explanation on the Patreon side is that most men obviously will not ever have a roster of women specifically dedicated to appointments that he can dictate. Now, we're familiar with women who have it set up to whereas they can contact a set of men for their gratification. However, there's a level of man or select man or masculine master who has the ability to set up a roster of women specifically for sensual appointments, and the women are okay with this. And basically the question regarding that was how a man is able to set that up, which I do go into in detail in that Patreon exclusive video. But basically it boiled down to me saying basically it's a guy's shadow roster, and that's what inspired this particular video that I want to post on the YouTube side. So what is the shadow roster? Well, like I said, it's another way of expressing a high value male or masculine master, select man, whichever way you want to call it. Basically a man who has positioned himself, let's put it that way, who has positioned himself to have an understanding with a collective of women who make themselves available and ready when they're able to, on his terms. I know a lot of this may be foreign to a lot of people, so I'll say that again. It's the type of man who has positioned himself to set up a collective of women to satisfy him in various sensual and sexual ways on his demands terms. Now, you may ask, what's the difference between this guy and a player or a pimp? Well, these are very distinct and different mentalities and mindsets. The type of man who has a shadow roster understands himself, understands his body, understands what he likes. He has that cash value. My Patreon guys know what cash means, C-A-S-H. Basically that means that this man has commodifiable attributes, skills, and habits. I'm going to say that one more time. He is in possession of his own established commodifiable attributes, skills, and habits. Cash. Shout out to the Field Master Ron Wills. Often he would cite this great example. I think I just tried to crystallize this example, but what Ron Wills would say is that a man who can make money anyway, or who can make something from nothing, has those intangible qualities. Basically, you can take him from an urban situation, drop him in a different foreign environment, and within a short period of time, he'll have the basics, food, shelter, clothing, and he'll also be starting an enterprise from nothing. Basically, that's what a man who has cash value brings to the table. He doesn't have to be a billionaire, millionaire, or whatever, or even rich. You can, like I said, according to Fieldmaster, take him out of his comfort zone, take him out of the space that he's already built, put him in a completely foreign, exotic environment, and within a short period of time, he'll have surveyed the land. He'll have made those observations that he needs to make, looked at the culture, understood the rhythm of the space, including how the women operate, how they move, search out the outliers. These are the qualities that are built in the select manosphere.